All right, so in the studio right now today we got Vato Rich, Litos,
What up?
bang,
Going on, Winnipeg?
and we're starting it off. Let's go. It's a Keeping It Culture show.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Litos?
I'm good.
What you been up to lately?
Man, I'm staying busy. I'm working. I'm going to school.
Oh yeah, what you doing? What are you taking to school?
I'm finishing my high school.
Nice.
Better late than never.
Of course. What do you plan on doing after that?
I'm going to try to do some electrician work.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be surrounded around music, so I want to be able to put it inside all of my house, have custom speakers, have custom everything on the floors, custom floors, heated, everything, right?
Build your own studio.
Exactly. Build my own house, everything, studio, everything.
That would be so dope. So tell me a little bit about yourself and your music. Tell me what you do. Like, are you a rapper? Are you a singer?
To be honest, I started a rapper. I was in just that genre of hip hop. I've now gonna be the first artist to jump into doing Latin music and doing reggaeton. So right now I wanna start I am gonna be doing singing. I'm gonna be doing singing, I'm gonna be doing rapping, I'm gonna be doing a mix of
shit.
R&B and a mix of everything. So
you can sing?
I can sing. So I'm gonna be doing singing, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of mix of everything.
Do you want to hit me up with a little bit of...
You know what? It's on the way. I don't want to do it because you know what? People haven't heard me sing.
Yeah.
So when I hit them with it, I want everybody to hear it, like, with the music behind it, with the production and
be
everything.
like, oh shit, he can sing.
Exactly. Because they've only heard me rap. So I prefer now, I'm going to hit them with it, like, on another level.
Dope. That's so dope. So how many shows have you done?
To be honest, right now, I think I've done about like 15 shows, 10, 15 shows right now. I've done them all across Canada so far. So I've done here, Toronto, and we're looking at doing more shows right now. Hopefully, looking in Brandon. We got some shows lined up right now in Toronto.
Nice.
So Halifax and Ontario. So we're staying busy.
Nice. That's crazy. How many Winnipeg shows have you done?
I think Winnipeg shows has probably been like the majority of them. So I would say like probably 8.
So you're planning some countrywide shows, performances?
Absolutely. We'd like to go everywhere. Right?
Yeah.
We're open to go anywhere. So I mean.
Do you have anything coming up like soon?
So right now I actually have a single that I'm gonna be dropping called "See Me." I'm looking to drop it on March 29th. It'll be available on all streaming applications, all platforms, and it'll be also available on all streaming
like Apple,
yeah.
iTunes, Spotify.
Exactly.
Cool. So I see you've been going to Mexico quite a bit. Have you
Yeah.
shot any footage out there for anything that we're gonna be like, oh shit, he was like shooting
Mexico,
out there? It wasn't
no.
just vacation. You were
In-
actually shooting some music videos out there. Is that what's up?
You know what? I didn't, but that's a plan. We're gonna actually be shooting videos and do videos outside of Canada. We're gonna be doing videos in New York. We're gonna be doing videos in summer tropicals, Dominican. You know, somewhere where it's hot. You hit them with the palm trees. Hit them, you know, with something different. You know.
No shit. Have you? Oh shit! I see you've been listening to rancheras. Did I say that right?
Yeah, rancheras. You know,
rancheras.
it's a Latin culture, something Mexican, something any Latino can listen to. It's basically our country music. So
And where are you from?
So I was born in Mexico. My mom is a Salvadorian. My dad is Honduras, and I live here in Canada.
Okay, are your parents back at home or are they here in Canada?
They're here in Canada.
Oh,
They're here in
nice.
Canada. They split. They both remarried, but I'm chilling. You know,
They
we all
both
chilling
fully
here.
support you and your music and everything.
100%. They got my back. They supported all the way. They're not even into hip hop.
Yeah.
But because I am now, they're liking it. They're with it, supporting it.
That
So
is
it's that
so
fam
dope.
support, you know.
That's wicked. I think you would kill it if you did some Spanish music, because really that's like not even in the market in Winnipeg or I think Canada at all.
Absolutely.
There's no Spanish remakes, there's no reggaeton artists. So
No,
are
there's-
you planning to do anything like that?
It's already in the making. I'm gonna be doing a video. I'm gonna be shooting it in 2 weeks. I have production. I have dancers. I have kids that I'm gonna be working with into the video. I'm gonna be make it a full production Latin artist, first Latin artist out of Canada that will be doing the reggaeton and the style that I'm doing. Like even with my hip hop, if you heard the album, Vato Rich, The Rise of Vato Rich, I switched up my styles. So
Is that your newest album?
That's my first album.
That's your very first album.
My first album. So, in my first album, I did various different of styles, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing with reggaeton. So I'm gonna be doing trap, reggaeton in Spanish. I'm gonna be doing
Sick.
like a whole Latin album and a hip hop album. So 2 separate albums that people are gonna get. One all in Spanish and one in English again.
Wow, that's awesome. I can't wait to hear that. I've literally been waiting for somebody to pop up out of nowhere and just come out with some Spanish, even remakes, but some real independent reggaeton artists.
Definitely.
Like, we need that.
Definitely. You know what? Independent is what I like you said, because that's what we are. We're independent. And we're going to be the first, again, with that, to come out again from Canada. So I feel like Canada, we're very supportive of our people and everybody involved in all of Canada. Like Drake's getting so much love, Tory Lanez, and all these artists because they're Canadians, right? So we put them on a pedestal and really support them. So I feel like all of Canada does that. So I feel like I want to do that in the sense over here in Winnipeg. Toronto's getting all the love. It's dope. I fuck with them. Like
It's time
you know
to
what
put
I mean?
Winnipeg on the map, though.
Exactly, you know what
For
I mean?
real, because
Winnipeg needs to be put on the pedestal too and be known that like we got gems here, we got artists here that just haven't been heard yet, and you know what I mean? Maybe they don't have the means, maybe they don't have enough funds, they don't have, I don't know what it is, but the music is there. It's underground. I've seen it because I'm in the underground scene, so I mean,
exactly.
it's definitely there.
Exactly. We got so many talented artists in this city, and like, nobody knows them because they don't get no shine.
You don't get no shine.
They
It's
don't
hard to
get
get
no
a shine
shine.
out of here.
Exactly.
But you know what? That's more motivating to come with something that's just gonna blow from here that it's unheard of.
Which is the reason why I began Keeping It Cultured, this podcast, because I'm from Winnipeg, and I know that there's so many talented artists that just, if given the right chance, the right opportunity, they blow up.
Definitely.
And honestly, all the artists in Winnipeg, like YK and Illa and like KK or Mike North, like everybody's on top of their game 2019. For real. Everybody's coming out with some fire, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I love seeing the hunger. I love seeing the people, you know, putting in the effort, putting in the work. You know what I mean? It's not about what you're putting out, it's about getting it out. It's about, you know, putting in the work, showing people that, you know what I mean, you're out here mean business. Doesn't matter what you're repping, you know what I mean? This whole city needs to support it, fucking be behind it, and you know what I mean, get it out there.
Hell yeah. So what's your favorite track that you have put out so far? Nothing that not like something that other people haven't, something that you have not put out yet, not that. Something that's everybody's already heard.
Right.
What's your favorite track?
Right now, my favorite track is Wavy. It's one of my most recently released songs. So right now, I like Wavy, and I like OG from my album. I like Blood Relations. Like, those are the ones that I still play on day to day, and you know, and I'm always self-promoting myself as well, right? So I mean, those are the go-to songs that I'm gonna go play first to kind of introduce myself.
Okay. Well, my personal favorite, to be honest, is Montana.
Hey, you know what? That's true.
Track.
That's dope.
Honestly, when I first heard it, I heard it first before I watched the video. And I was like, that's so sick. And then I watched the video. And then I was like, oh man, this guy's onto something for real. That track was dope. I love it. I still listen to it actually today.
That's sick. You know what? That's what I like, is that I have favorite songs, other people have favorite songs, and that's why I say it's about getting it out. Because your favorite song is never going to be somebody else's favorite song.
Right.
So your music is about getting it out so that everybody else gets a taste of it in their own opinion, their own perspective. And I mean, everybody relates on their own, right?
Exactly. And I really feel like your band of followers is like gonna explode once you bring in that reggaeton and that Spanish mix into it.
Absolutely.
Because we got a large population of like El Salvadorians, Mexicans.
Yeah.
You know, we got a big population in Winnipeg.
Definitely.
So I really think that your fan base is gonna grow. It's gonna like blow up. Once you get those songs out there. How soon? When can we be expecting some of the Spanish, Spanish tracks?
Next month. By next month, it should be all up and running. It'll be available on all streaming applications as well. And so next month, just keep an eye out for it. I got something coming at the end of this month. And we're staying busy, you know. And that's what it's about. Being consistent and staying busy and giving them some new stuff.
That's good. I know. I see that you're probably getting some inspiration from all your trips to Mexico too, huh?
You know what? It actually is, because you realize how much of Latinos are out there. Because I'm here. I'm from here. Yeah. So, I mean, I see every culture. But over there, like, the majority is Latino. So it's a culture shock for myself when I go, because everything is Spanish. Like, you know, it's like a home feeling. Like, you can just feel at home. You go there, you can talk with everyone. I speak the language, so it's awesome. And our music is so different, so it's.
So how did you decide that being an artist was what you wanted to do?
To be honest, I was doing it for so long on my own for fun that I eventually got to the point where my friends just kept telling me, man, you need to get in a booth.
Yeah.
You need to actually do something, because it was just freestyling and just for fun at home and
house parties.
Exactly, you know, like enjoying it. But we would start freestyling, and then apparently I would just go off, and then they'd be like, "Yo, man, you need to get that in a booth. You need to record it." So like, eventually I just said, "Okay, I'm gonna try." And
who was the one person that really pushed you and got you in the booth, in the studio?
To be honest, it would be, I have to say, my homie Mario and my sister.
Yeah.
And my sister Vanessa. They both really just pushed me. Like, he pushed me to get into the booth, and my sister pushed me to sing. Because I was like, man, I don't want to sing. I don't want to sing. I didn't feel comfortable. I was like, I didn't know. You know what I mean? And she's like, do it. Like, you know?
You're making me anticipate like, your first. I want to hear this. I want to hear you sing. That's why I'm like, give me something right now.
That's what I want, is to give that anticipation, have people, you know what I mean?
You got my
on
full
edge,
attention.
you know what I mean? So that they're waiting for it, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, it's going to be sick. It's going to be hot. It's going to be new. It's going to be fire. And it's going to be for everybody. It doesn't matter your race. I go to the gym and I hear girls that I know are not Spanish listening to Spanish music, reggaeton. And I'm like, wow, they don't even understand it, but they're jamming out at the gym, working out to it. You know what
listen to Spanish music. That's why, like, I've been listening to Spanish music for 10 years now.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I'm saying nobody in Winnipeg, let alone, like, Canada, I don't really even think nobody's touched that market yet with the Spanish. No remakes, no reggaeton, no independent, nothing. Absolutely. I haven't heard no Spanish, nothing. So I'm really, really excited to hear what you got to come out with. What you are going to come out with. Hopefully you don't keep us hanging on waiting too long. Because I want to hear you sing. I really want to hear you sing.
It's absolutely coming. I'm going to be doing it. It's going to be in Spanish first. That's how I'm going to introduce it. And then I'm going to work my way into working it in with English and even doing both, right? Using Spanish and English in the songs.
That's so dope. All right, so let's get a little personal here. Okay, let me ask a little. You ready? You ready for some personal questions?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll start it off a little bit PG. What do you do for fun? Like, what's your hobbies besides being in the studio and traveling, which I see you do a lot?
Yeah.
What do you like to do for fun? What's your hobbies?
To be honest, my hobbies are going to the gym. I play on both basketball and soccer leagues.
Oh, so where?
At both universities. So
nice.
I'm playing at literally both universities.
Dope.
So we jump around from like all these complexes that we have here. And I just stay busy running, playing soccer, playing basketball, and trying to get into shape, you know?
So for all the females out there that know Litos,
hey, what up?
Do you have a girlfriend? Are you involved? Or are you an eligible bachelor?
Exactly, I'm eligible bachelor right now.
Oh shit,
you know,
really?
Available, single, and
so ladies, hit them up.
Yeah, no, it's...
Slide in the DMs, I guess.
Holla.
Holla at me. Does your family, like, over school and music, what does your family have any conflicted feelings about? You should go to school, or you should do music, or they just 100% like support both angles?
Right now, they're kind of going with the flow with it, but they want me to do school, so that's why I am, and I'm doing both. So I'm going to school, doing music, I'm working, and just
that's really
staying
inspiring, because
busy, right?
you can get it both. Well, look at you, you're getting it both done. So that's really inspiring to all the young guys out there that's gonna listen to this.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you could do both.
Absolutely. You know what? The music helps. You know, getting paid. You go to these shows. You go in the music itself. You know that it's out now. It's helping now. You know what I mean? So it's a good feeling. And now that realistically, what I want is for it to be heard.
Yeah.
It was never about doing shows. It was never about becoming famous. It was never about none of that. It was all about making music because that's my passion. It was about getting it heard and having other people like it for what it is because I created it. So for that, I'm happy with people liking it and downloading it, sending me feedback. You know, if you hear it and you like it, holla at me. Tell me you like it. You know, share it. Do whatever you gotta do for it to be heard. You know, it's not about the download. It's not about the money.
It's
about
the
love. You know, it's about the support.
Yeah.
That goes all the way for me.
And the confidence too that you must get when you finish a fire track and you play it back.
Absolutely.
You know, that must give you like massive confidence boost. Like, shit, I made that. I did that.
Absolutely. You know, it's a good feeling. It's a feeling you need to learn how to humble as well, because some people get in their head, start thinking of the shit, and then you lose the purpose.
True.
I keep it at good music, good vibes, you know what I mean, good people around, and you know, especially when you mix it up with some Spanish and English, it just gives you that different vibe.
Well,
know?
damn, I'm so like anticipating that, like really, really. I love Spanish music. I do. I love it. So I can't wait. I can't wait. 1 month, you said?
Yeah, 1 month. You know, maybe I'll give you a sneak peek after this, you know?
You better give me that exclusive.
The exclusive,
you know I need that.
You know? Exactly.
I got a couple of guests that have given me information I wasn't allowed to leak yet, and I was like, ooh, come on, let me leak it.
Exactly.
Okay, so do you play any sports, like, besides soccer, basketball?
I like to play all sorts of sports, but those are the ones I'm involved with right now.
Like, reason why I ask is because I've been following Mario's fitness, his journey fitness to health, and like, man, I gotta commend that guy, because he's like his accomplishment is major.
Absolutely.
I mean, that dude we used to call him Big Mario. He's not so big no more.
He's not big anymore.
He's like buff Mario now.
Big Mario.
Yeah.
You're not different, the good big, you know.
He's like, salute to his success. Like, 100%. Tell him I said that, because that's crazy. I've been keeping up and like following and watching his progress. Absolutely. It's insane.
Oh man.
So big ups to him.
Yeah, he's my brother from another mother, my manager. He helps me with even with my music. He helps me with ideas. He's been in my videos. Like, we grew up together, you know what I mean?
I can tell he's a big part.
We were kids together till now.
Really?
Right? So like, we've grown up, we have that history since the very beginning. Like,
so you two have lived in Winnipeg like most of your lives?
We grew up here, so all our lives. So like, I was born back home, but we came here after that, and we've known each other since kids. And I have like a group of friends that I actually grew up with kids, like as kids till now. So I mean, we've known each other all our lives, and homies all our lives, and so now we're taking this on together. Like, Vato Rich is not just me, you know, like Vato Rich is us. Like, Vato Rich is the movement. Like, my name is Litos, you know, and like 50 Cent is 50 Cent, and then G Unit is them, you know. So Vato Rich, that's us, you know what I mean? Vato Rich is for Winnipeg, you know, we put it on for Winnipeg, but that's the label. And Litos is who I am as a
See,
rapper.
I didn't know that. I thought that Vato Rich was just you as an individual. I had no idea that Vato Rich was like a group. You know, it was like, a community. It was a brotherhood.
Exactly. It's us, you know, and that's the support that I have behind us. So like Vato Rich is us putting all this in. I mean, it's only me putting in the work is for music, right? But I mean, they come in and put in the work where we need it, like
the producing, the
you know,
ideas.
like the ideas, you know, or being there for the shows, or you know, coming up with where we could go, even being in the videos, or being, you know what I mean, there. Like it all makes a difference when you're putting it all together.
You can't just be one person in front of a microphone and, you know, that's it. There's so many different moving parts and like components to an industry like this. There's so many different moving parts that in the background that people don't really acknowledge. You know what I mean? It's like when you're making a movie or something. People don't really they don't really pay attention to the cameraman and the director and the producer, but it's a whole bunch of people that make one great thing come together.
Absolutely, it's teamwork, right? And that's what it's about, you know, and that's why I say it's teamwork and support. All these artists, get your support up, you know what I mean? Holla at me, I'll come to your show. You know what I mean? Come to my show. And that's what it's supposed to be about, you know what I mean? We all came down to our shows. We got a big city. We got almost 1 million people. You know what I mean? I know it's a certain percentage that's listening to hip-hop.
Yeah.
But if that all got together, because I've seen it in concerts, if we did that for our artists would blow up.
That's what I'm trying to, like, highlight. I want to highlight the success and the accomplishments of people who didn't really get that shine yet.
Absolutely.
So, you know, and I see that Winnipeg has really been putting in work.
Yeah.
I know that. I see it, I hear it, I get tagged in it on Facebook. I'm always like, I'll share, you know, follow this dude, whatever. But Winnipeg this year, 2019, everybody's putting in work.
Exactly. You know, I don't find people trying to, you know what I mean, specify as the best. Over here, everybody's trying to just put on.
Hype each other up.
Put Winnipeg on, you know, like.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it, you're going to expect it, you know what I mean? Some people are going to want to say it, but at the end of the day, it's about putting this city on, Winnipeg, you know, Maritola.
All right, back to the music. Who is your idol in the rap game or in any genre of music? Could be reggaeton, it could be whatever, but who do you look up to?
To be honest, it's like, it is Latin artists because I love hip-hop and I'm involved in hip-hop, but I've been involved in the sense of where I look at the amount of followers and listeners that Spanish Latin music can bring and what hip-hop can bring, and they both can really coincide in a way that I feel like it's starting to now. So I'm hearing a lot of rappers and Spanish artists mixing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I like. So for me, it's like artists right now like J Balvin. I like Bad
Who's
Bunny.
that?
So they're Latin artists,
Okay.
reggaeton artists. So they're, you know, Daddy Yankee.
Oh,
You know, he just makes
He's so
killer
fine.
song, Con Calma with Snow. He made that remix.
that remix that just came out,
Informer
right?
one, right?
Yeah.
He made remix.
That was Daddy Yankee that made
Yeah, that was Daddy Yankee and with Snow again.
And isn't Snow a Canadian artist too?
Absolutely.
Dope.
You know what I mean? But like he did it in his verse in English. Right? So it would have been dope someone Spanish on that song, you know?
You should do that.
Man, there's movements happening that'll create opportunities like that, you know, possibilities of where I can mix with big name artists that are in the Spanish scene and in the hip hop scene. So that's what I like right now.
Have you reached out to any Latin artists and like try to collab with anybody yet?
I did. I have, he's Cuban. He's from New York. I did a song with him already. It's on my album on Vato Rich, The Rise of Vato Rich. It's called Blood Relations. So he's Cuban. He's from New York.
What's his name?
His name is Don Dinero.
Oh, I know Don Dinero.
Okay, so Don Dinero right now, he's on tour. He's on doing this thing. He's working right now with Chris Gotti, Irv Gotti's brother, I believe. And they're out right now doing the thing. I believe they got like some sort of co-signing with Rock Nation.
Wow.
So they're in the move. They're in the mix right now. And they're just doing their thing right now. So big up to Doninero, you know, blood relations. That was dope.
Are there any artists that you dislike?
Any dislikes? Nah, I don't.
No.
Honestly, I feel like
Maybe dislike is a little bit of a harsh word. Are there any artists that you worked with or wouldn't want to work with just due to like personality reasons? You know, everybody, like you said, how some people get a little bit of fame and they get a big head.
You know what? In that case, I just won't do it. I won't put it on blast. But to be honest, the only way I won't work with an artist is if I can't vibe with it. Like if we can't work together, I don't like the way it's gonna sound. I can't mix in the beat with the same way you can. That's the only way I'm not gonna work with an artist. Other than that, if I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling the artist, I just won't go to the extent to be like, nah, you know.
So you'll just gracefully bow out.
Yeah, I just do my own thing, or you know what? They get paid for the feature.
True.
You know what I mean? It's a business at the end of the day as well, right? So I mean, you could get your money in and fucking talk money and talk business and let's get it, right? Exactly, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, it's about the music. So I mean, I don't dislike anybody. I think all these artists need to do their shit.
If you could choose any artist, reggaeton, rapper, whatever, if you could choose anybody to be a feature in any one of your tracks, who would it be? Like somebody that's, you know, somebody that's already accomplished and established and the whole world knows them. If you could choose one person to feature in one of your songs, one person, who would it be?
If it had to be just one, to be honest, I would love for it to be J Balvin, because he can sing and he makes the reggaeton like seamless. And to be honest, it's so hard to pick one, because if you know Osuna, he's big, like he's huge. So like it's really these Latin artists that I would like to work with, but also Drake. Like just because he's Canadian, and not just because he's Canadian, I'll take that back, but because he's so talented as well, right?
So talented.
You know, and that for me would be like an accomplishment as well, to mix and do even like how he did Mia with Bad Bunny, how he did that Spanish kind of song. Like I would love to do that with him too, but both Canadian artists. Right. So it's a different movement that I'm trying to create. I'm trying to bring the Latin movement to Canada, and to be able to mix with him, that'd be awesome.
Well, you're like the first one in Winnipeg for sure.
Definitely.
That's trying to start up like the Latin movement. So I applaud you for that. I can't wait for that. I'm like so excited for that. I love it.
Definitely.
So is there anything else that we should know? Any albums dropping besides what's coming next month? Any shows coming up?
I'm trying to set up shows. I don't have any right now in the city. I'm trying to get that all lined up. Right now, what I have dropping on the 29th is going to be a new single called See Me. So I'm going to be advertising it as of today. I'm going to have the art cover put up. I'm going to have everything up on social media after here. I'm going to show everybody, you know, what's going to be coming for the end of this month. And then next month again, I'm going to stay busy, try to have stuff coming out every month.
Good, then I'm going to get you back into the studio so you can tell me about that.
Definitely.
Just don't tell me nothing that I can't leak right away, or else let me know. Otherwise, I'm leaking that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, everybody. That was Vato Rich, a.k.a. Litos. We have in the studio.
204.
So we're definitely going to have you back. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciated all the tea you spilt.
Yeah.
And cheers.